Hey, Sean Devlin, the Mortgage Shoes Man, 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 Shoes Man. Hey, Sean Devlin, the Mortgage Shoes Man. Hey, Sean Devlin, the Mortgage Shoes Man, coming at you with Whack-Out Wednesday. Oh yeah, Whack-Out Wednesday, gotta love it. So here we go, the Wednesday before the holiday season really officially begins. I think every loan officer out there is trying to close and get their last CD out for the year. So they rolling into 2018 with a bang. I am going to go over some really cool Whack-Out Wednesday stuff today. You might want to take some notes, 1003 takers. And it is all about your 1003 application. It's Whack-Out Wednesday, whacked out, man. That people whose paycheck is dictated by closing loans. And the way to close a loan is to have a 1003 that's as accurate as possible in the beginning, and then you run to you and gives you all these conditions based on your input into the 1003. All an underwriter does is validate the info on the 1003. So, if you're going around and around and you're not taking accurate 1003s, and you seem to be conditioned to death, or things always are changing on your loans, that's probably a good indication that you're not taking 1003s correctly. You know, there's like an art to this. And a 1003, the art of taking a 1003, it's almost kind of like a story. In every section, you should almost have of the 1003, you should almost be having a conversation that goes along with the section. So, could be an REO, could be the type of loan, could be their name, phone number, and email. It could be, every section of the 1003 is a separate conversation you should actually be having with the client. That's exactly how I explain it. Now, today, Whack-Out Wednesday to help. I think I painted my point, but I'm going to detail the 6 most commonly missed areas on the 1003. And the reason I want to highlight this is because hopefully I can help you guys start to look at the 1003 in a new light or more in detail. So you're asking the right questions up front, and you have a more complete 1003 application in the beginning of a loan. That's what the whole purpose of me doing these videos are to add value to you loan officers. So my goal is to help you make more money. Yes, sir. And I'm pretty sure if you're in, mortgages, you get paid when they close. So the art of taking a 1003, it starts with asking the right questions and filling out the 1003 completely. Wow, what a concept. So let's go over. All right. So the first things first. Up at the top, did you know there's a box for the type of loan? So a lot of people have like an autofill on this, and they'll be doing a conventional loan, but they have their autofill inside of Calyx or Encompass or Byte, and it's checked as an FHA loan. So make sure the box is checked for the right type of loan. Pretty self-explanatory. Name, phone number, and email address. Are you kidding me? Sometimes it's ironic, but there's people that forget these very basic things. In my opinion, you can't really do a loan nowadays without an email address, people. I mean, you can, but the CD has to be mailed, and you wait an extra 2 days, I think. So yeah, it's like 2. You have to wait 5 days instead of 3. So don't mail out the CD or any disclosures. If they're that old-fashioned and they don't have an email address in 2018, sign them up for a Gmail account, for crying out loud. Help grandma get into the 21st century already, okay? I mean, it's very simple. So work and address history. This is the next section that it's totally missed. Now, the idea is you have to have a 2-year history on the 1003. Do you need to have it? Does it have anything to do with income? No. I'm just saying, where you work, where you live, you must have a 2-year time frame. Simple as that. So make sure your 1003 indicates 2 years. I don't care if they rented rent-free, rent, owned, whatever. Make sure it's 2-year history. Work, well, make sure you knew where they work and plug in the dates. Make sure you've got no job gaps greater than 30 days. If you do, there's a letter of explanation that you would turn in with that application. Again, your DU is going to dictate what you need to prove for the income. Okay, unless it's a manual loan. But it's all based on the 1003's info. Again, in the LP situation, the longer you've been self-employed, and the key is 5 years, so 5 years, they've been self-employed, and you check that box, and then you run LP. LP has a programming that's going to give you a finding where they only need 1 year's taxes. So again, you got to have the complete 1003 filled out for this section to get the right income that you're going to need, supporting documents, right? Okay, next. This is the big one. Down payment type. So if you have a down payment on a loan, on a home loan, and you're just going through and you're whipping through it, and you put mark checking savings, but yet later on you have a deeper conversation with the client about assets, and you find out it's going to be a gift from grandma. And grandma's getting some good recognition today. Yeah, you got to go back to that section in the beginning of the 1003 and change your down payment type, and then mark it as a gift. Because you could run DU with it marked as checking savings and getting approved eligible. And then later on, the underwriter, whose job is to verify the 1003, changes it from checking savings to gift. Guess what happens to your DU? So you can prevent this stuff up front. Take a 1003 completely. REO section. Okay, let's talk about this. Look, if you're having a conversation, again, every single step of the 1003 is a conversation with the client. So, hey, by the way, do you own any homes at all? Do you have your name on title anywhere in the United States of America? That's simple. And if they own a home, you have to list it in the REO section. If it's listed in the REO section, you might want to check the credit report, because it's probably a mortgage you need to associate from the liability screen into the REO screen. That's where a big downfall. Even processors miss that all the time. But what's the biggest one is people have REOs listed and they don't list taxes and insurance because it might be free and clear. They just skip over it. And then later on, their DTI is affected and the approval goes. So again, make sure that you're taking the complete 1003. If they have something as an REO, you're going to have something that's going to be hitting the DTI. Taxes, insurance, or a mortgage. Or homeowners associations dues. Okay, HOA. Ask the questions, right? Okay. Last and final, the sixth area of the 1003. Sorry, this was a little longer, guys, but dude, this is juicy info. And if you guys are doing these things, you will get paid more money. At the end of the day, it's your job as a loan officer to fill out the 1003 completely. One of the last things that's missed and messed up by loan officers is the declaration questions. The most important questions. The info that's needed for your boss, for him to do the call report, because he does need to report to the government, hey, this is whom I'm doing business with, right? And he gets that info off of the 1003. So, again, Make sure you're completely filling out the HMDA and the COA and all the stuff that you need to do at the end of the application. In fact, those death questions can even make or break a loan. Approvals can be dictated based on whether they've had a foreclosure in the past or whatever. Ask every single question as it's listed. It is that simple. Yes or no, you fill it out, boom. The more complete 1003, the more you get paid. My name is Sean Devlin, the Mortgage Juice Man, going over Wacko Wednesday. Oh, yeah. Hopefully you guys got something good out of this. It was juicy to help you. Have yourself a wonderful day. So, well, share, interact, like, repeat, as they always say. Have a good one.